showtime.
Congratulations is right. Cody's making his way into the studio right now, and what a win we heard about. We had to leave at halftime.
Hey, it was a good luck charm.
Well, I don't know about that, but Maddie's like, I'm tired. So with a 5-year-old, you got to do what you got to do. That's right.
Are you sure it was Maddie and not Jamie?
I know Coach Croce just wrapped his first big win Friday night. I know. I saw Cody down there once. He looked up into the stands, and he saw somebody face plant on the bleachers. Who was that?
I didn't plant my face. It was my behind.
No way.
I was trying to go up the steps, and everybody was looking at me, and then like, I'm glad nobody had their video camera. I said,
And then what happened?
I got up and went back to my seat.
So you faked?
I didn't fall. I was trying to step up, and I just
fell back.
I fell back.
So in the world of video age, nobody videoed it.
Misapplied his behind.
We'll ask Cody to go look at the cameras in the stadium.
They had
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens at the AM. What started this whole thing is we get there, we see everybody we know, Cody. We made our first. Maddie had to go at halftime though, so we left. But we'll talk about it in just a moment. But anyway, what happened? So Dusty ran into Glory. May said, "Hey, we're up here at the top. Come on up here." I said, "They ain't." No, I texted us. "They ain't no way. I'm climbing these stairs. To this knee, I can not bend all that well anyway. You know, getting up there will be a problem. Coming down, about that time, Zack face planted.
I didn't face plant.
We'll show y'all some pictures of that just a moment. Over on set one, David Turner, you can't come see him, he come see you. Cody, about that exciting victory. Tell us all about it just a little. Dr. White, what are you talking about today?
I'm talking about drug diversion.
Ooh, drug diversion.
It's a real problem.
Real problem.
Yes, big problem.
And we got another coach here this morning, Coach Greg Skipworth over here. He's usually here on Thursday, but today, and Paul Feinbaum's best friend. He's in here this morning. He called. Is it hard to get on the Feinbaum show, or you just kept calling it 2 gig times so that you?
It's not actually hard. You just call when the commercial break hits. But I don't call it as much now because
you got a job.
Got a job in cross country. We don't get out till 4:45.
You know, looking at you don't look like that much of a runner.
I was.
Yeah, I did a lot of things myself 40 years ago.
No knees will cause that. You know.
In case y'all just got up, you do not know this. Roy Moore stomped the doo-doo last night at Luther Strange.
Wow.
That's all in the paper. USA Today. USA Today didn't have it because they came out late last night, but it's all over national news this morning. That was kind of what they call, in the football term, a beat down. A beat down. Let me remind y'all, so this portion of the show brought to you by Hometown Market. The specials are out. Lori will have them for you in just a moment. 5 locations, 1 near you. Let's get this party started. Is it ever going to cool off and act like fall?
Well, walk outside. It's 64 degrees.
I've been outside met you 3 times already at home this morning.
You can see all the suns.
You live across the street.
All the suns. You can see all the stars. Where did that come from? Hush! You can see all the stars. It's a clear morning. It looks beautiful, feels good, but temperatures are going to warm up. And you know what? Cooler temperatures are on the way, but today they're going to hit around 89. So just enjoy. If you love those warm temperatures, you better enjoy the next few days. Tomorrow's high of 82. Only that 10-20% chance of a shower, so more than likely you won't see any rain at all. Water those plants. But look at come Friday, 79 for that high. That's good for you, Coach. A little better anyway. 79 next week, and then sticking around that 79-80 mark. But cooler temperatures, they say, will be here shortly. So don't get used to 90s anymore. There it is right there. Beauty Essentials. Let me talk about Angela for just a moment. They have a peel and the eyelash extensions.
Yeah,
you can get a deal. You don't need that. That's quite nice, though, actually. Give her a call, 444-1544. You can just blink.
Cody, how are you, man? Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
The
We're doing
reason
good.
you got here 30 seconds as we was coming on there, you had to change a load of wash. How much clothes do you wash a day?
6 loads. And the big, we've got the industrial washer dryer.
Are you taking in and washing and drying down there? It's a part-time job? Or?
Well,
You don't have the boys do it?
no, my son helps us coach, so he does it
You got
some.
what they call assistants that's supposed to do something like that?
I do. I try to take care of them, let them go to the house.
What's wrong with you?
I
You
don't
ever heard
know.
of delegation?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like I
lead
say,
by
now,
example.
son does a little bit of it, but
Well, yeah, you can make him.
yeah, I can. That's right. That's exactly right.
So how many players are you watching for?
It's over 100, about 105.
That's a lot of
That's a lot.
players. I mean, that is-
And with our varsity, it's twice a day. Because
So
they
when-
come in and work out in the mornings and then practice in the afternoon.
Well, no
So
wonder you ain't got time to teach a class. Why you load all that?
And I assure you, he doesn't want to go look for film to see Zack.
no, I don't have time for that. But
Yeah.
Now, do you have
Well,
to
it's
fold
there.
these? Do you fold these
Oh, no.
clothes after? Or you
no,
just
we
throw
put
in
them on a loop, has their number on it.
Okay.
We put everything on the loop. We wash, dry, put it back. Players actually put it back on the lockers.
So then you
Put
make
on
them
for
do
us.
something.
That's right.
Good, all right.
Good.
Dr. White, how are you this morning?
Great.
She's ready to go.
Yeah, ready
right
to go.
awake.
You know, I got to come clean with y'all. Come out of the closet with y'all on something.
This always scares me. I don't know what he's going to say.
Scares me when you say that.
Well, I told you yesterday I went to
Either
the
that or it's
hotel.
going to be an easy divorce.
No,
One of the two.
I'm back in rehab this week. I started last Thursday, so I'm back in rehab. So yesterday they said, "Well, in rehab," I said, "Drugs, sex, and alcohol addiction."
He thinks that sounds more
Well, it
important than I
sounds better
can't
than
bend my
going in
knee.
and just try to get my knee bent. But anyway, that's what it is. So that sounds good, you know.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know about that.
I think it depends on who you're talking to.
Ask anyone who's been there. It doesn't sound good.
So I'm back in rehab. Give a shout out to Coach Captain Greger and who's more taking good care of me. David, you still sell insurance?
Yes, sir.
Supposedly now we're going to hook up with you down at the beach. You're going to buy our dinner.
Lunch.
Breakfast whenever time. you
Early
get it.
lunch, whatever, because I know you eat at about 2. You eat dinner at like 3 o'clock.
That's about
No, about 3 after 12. I don't want to fatten up in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
All right, anyway.
You do
Let's go
eat
to sports.
early.
Hey, I heard somebody said Auburn was in the news.
Yeah.
Here's,
Not good.
KFC Sports with Bama Zack.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County. Jamie, first we're going to be a little serious. We heard about the shooting Sunday at Burnett Chapel Church of Christ in Antioch. And we had no idea that it would affect any of us here locally, but it did affect us. Our friend Greg Crow, that was his cousin that was shot in the parking lot,
Pick it
Melanie
random.
Crow, and they're having her funeral will be Thursday. So let's remember Greg and that family. I mean, just
Oh, how sad.
senseless shooting. Can't even go to church without basically carrying a gun now. I mean, and protecting yourself. So let's remember that family. Thoughts and prayers. Brad, if you got it up, I know you do. Yard sale time. 21249 Nelson Lane, my house. I didn't know I was having a yard sale at my house till yesterday, last
Mama
night.
told
said. So my aunt and my mama, Friday and Saturday, please go buy them out.
They better
We're having too
Walmart
many
out
yard
there.
sales. I think we're just gonna make it a flea market and get Jamie to come out here and
Y'all did
advertise.
put
Need a
Kmart
permit
out.
for
Y'all
that.
did put Kmart out of business.
Yeah, we might all just rent that building and just move it all the
Oh,
stuff in
before you
there.
does any more sports, Jen, yesterday, he won Judge Jamie yesterday. The question was, survey had indicated that smart, intelligent women, it's like they had to be good looking, are now dumbing down because they don't be single the rest of their life.
Okay.
So
they're
that guy,
taking
he
what they
said,
can
well, they
get.
want for guys like me. I said, ding, 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 right answer. And we just happen to have them set up so they get it.
Oh,
Oh, don't show it, Brian.
You know
You
he
gonna
will.
show it? All right, good. I'm going to sport.
So Brad, yeah, there.
Oh, come on.
oh God.
I said, couldn't you find a good-looking woman with the stick
Well, they want to show
woman
good. Come on, that's why I
Hillary?
love her.
Baby.
Yeah, stuck with Hillary. Okay, let's go back to sports. FBI arrests 10 people in a probe by college coaches, and it's affected the Auburn Tigers. One of their most popular guys, assistant coach Chuck Person, Emmanuel Richmond of Arizona, Tony Bland of USC, and Lamont Evans of Oklahoma State. They've all been arrested by the FBI. I mean, he had basically got $91,000 in trying to fund. He took it from an agent, and then he was bragging these kids
I don't
over
think
to
the whole
get
explanation was
them.
that.
So
Money problem.
basically, I thought he made enough money playing in the NBA. He didn't need money, but apparently not. So this could affect Auburn, a couple players on the team that might no longer be eligible. So we'll see what happens. Trent Richardson's back in football. Let me see if I get this right, Jamie. Saskatchewan Roughriders
Yeah,
in the
we all keep up with
CFL.
them.
So Trent, hopefully he can get that turned around and get back in the NFL.
That ain't never gonna happen.
Hey,
No.
I was there Friday night and saw that big come from behind victory for the Athens Golden Eagles as they come back
That
from
after
Florence.
you face planted.
This happened after I'd already done that, but hey, that shows you
Play by
can't.
play how it happened in just a minute.
That just shows you can't never give up down 10 and you come back and big win. But they got to come to East Limestone Friday night, so we're looking forward to that big game coming
Who
up.
you picking in that game, Zach?
Well, I got to be. I'm sorry, Coach, but I got to be. I'm an Athens grab. I'm in for East Limestone.
Who's that paper picking for Decatur?
Well, Decatur Daily, they said Athens 21-17, but I'm sure Coach Gross is, and Coach Gross and Coach Pugh could care less what the newspaper says, because the players will take care of it on the
Are you
field.
finally finished?
Jamie, back to you.
Let me talk about something very, Cody, you might have missed me at church Sunday.
Well, we went with, the football team got invited to Central Church of Christ, so we went. We went over
Perkins?
there. We went over to Bill Perkins.
Took my picture with him Friday night.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Brother Bill. He's a good one.
Did he mention me?
He did not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He did not mention me.
Anyway,
Come
we
on,
went to
Bill.
Cross Point, the church. We were the first two to sign up for the new church, Rocket City
It was Rocket
Church
City.
then, back 15 years ago. And we went, yeah, that's me and Maddie. It's me on the right. Sun's in her eyes. Did you see Maddie? We went to their 15th anniversary. Had a
That was
great
her
time.
first
Our
church.
bestest buddy in the world, Johnny Lee D. That's him on the right.
Renata.
Johnny Lee.
Yeah.
And been with John forever. That's me on the left in this picture. John on the right. We've been friends forever. Everybody Ron from over in Coleman, he was one of the first to join there too. But they got that new church now, smack dab. Hey, shut up! Shut up on the left.
Good to see him in church.
That's right. So anyway, Rex
Rex.
Flutie. Rex said he and Kyle went to the game in Nashville. It was so hot, they could hardly stand it up there. All right.
And beautiful
And there we are
Nancy.
again, Nancy and John. All right. So I just shut it. Cross Point operated, Lindsay Lane operated without us, I understand. It was a double call.
We heard from everyone.
Hey, I ain't gonna be there this week either. Missing taking 2 weeks off for a little while. All right.
You were going to be out of town.
And I gotta do a baptismal in the ocean this week.
Papa Rocco
Cool.
just doesn't know it
He
yet.
just don't know it yet.
He got saved, so now we have to baptize him.
I'm probably don't get his hair wet, so I don't know if it'll go over or not yet. But anyway,
Yeah, we'll
all right, let's
try
take a break. Come back and play Cody Gross's #1 game show in America.
Oh, he's
His
so
favorite, Judge
lucky.
Jamie. Y'all, hang on.
So thrilled.
Every afternoon at the house, I have her play this music.
You do
Hey,
not.
I've been asking you, hey, don't we need a new picture? You've lost weight and your hair's different. Don't we need a new picture?
Your hair's
When you
cut.
start producing this show, Zach, let me know.
I just
This show brought
I just
I
asked.
love hearing concepts. Mine Davis, Buddy Zeke.
Sorry, Brad.
233-3844. Give him a call
What?
right now. Well, maybe not right now, but if you can't hear, it might be a good time to get
Might
in
need
touch.
to.
All right, everybody knows how to play. Wrong answer, right answer.
We need a new battery, I'm sorry.
Zach, I think that's been your problem in life. You ain't the Energizer Bunny.
We have
All right, here we
that.
go. Everybody knows Judge Moore won last night. How many votes did Judge, and thank you people playing worldwide. This was nationwide. People kept up with this. Trump's man lost. Here we go.
Hi, Joe.
100% of the precincts in reporting. Moore had how many votes?
150,000.
Mike.
Wrong, know-it-all.
Ah.
225,000?
Close. 262,204 for a 54.6% to Strange's only 218,066. Gonna ask y'all an easy question. We've gone over this once before. He rode his horse again to vote.
Sassy.
Sassy is the right answer. There you go. There we
is kinda
go. Mike
ridiculous.
Pence. I don't know when the last
Welcome,
time
Alabama.
a sitting president and vice president were in Huntsville and within a 3
Yeah, Heather Haney got her picture made.
Shut up a minute.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm messing up today. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna leave it.
Mike Pence took a selfie while visiting NASA.
yesterday.
Which is cool.
Whose phone did he use?
Heather Haney's.
Heather Haney is the right answer. There she is right there. A good friend of ours from Athens. You know Heather, don't you?
Yeah, I used to be my
Everyone knows
neighbor.
Heather.
Really?
We lived here before we were neighbors.
She
Great athlete.
Yes, she is.
quite an athlete.
Yes, she
She
is.
teaches in spinning too. She is quite an athlete. But anyway, that's Heather
And a
right
new
there in the
mom.
blue. But he used her phone to take the picture. Now, the
And
vice
he
president
took
got
it.
nothing else to do but take selfies.
He took it.
No, I think that's pretty neat.
I think it's cool.
Vice president
pretty awesome, man.
really doesn't have much to do.
Yeah, really. I mean,
I just don't think there was a time in history when that's happened.
That was pretty cool.
I like it.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
too.
it's cool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. Head
never
front page
come
this
here.
morning, Decatur Daily. Mickey Hammond ousted.
Yeah.
Down at the Mickey, a longtime Republican lawmaker from Decatur, pleaded guilty to what?
Bribery,
mail
fraud.
extortion.
Mail fraud.
Devising
Mail-
a scheme
yeah.
to commit mail fraud. Mickey, 60, he
Really?
will be sentenced the coming month, faces a maximum
Mickey.
of 20 years in prison.
Wow.
Mickey.
He would get checks, he would endorse checks written out to his campaign account, then write a check drawn on that account to himself and deposit into his own personal account.
Wow.
And one of the comments was they make $50,000 a year. They're in session the first quarter of the year, and you go half of that time. So,
What a
just
gig.
goes to show you never know. Raycom Media just bought the Athens News Courier. Not just it, but all of those in that holding
They
there.
was part of that.
Holding company there. Raycom Media, which owns 48, owns how many television stations?
75.
100.
90.
65 and 2 radio stations. They own the Cullman Times also now in Cullman. So I need to buy me, what I need to do is buy me a newspaper.
No.
Huh?
No, you're
I
not
need to
buying
expand
anything.
my
You don't even
media
have a credit
territory.
card. You can't buy
I think
anything.
newspapers
Buy the Decatur Daily.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
are wayside there.
Do what?
I don't think newspapers would be a good route to go.
Okay, I've still got Who's Who magazine. I might come back out with it.
That you can
Just put
do.
my picture on the page. On the,
No,
every time I
that
put it
won't
down.
work.
Alabama, ball security pays off for Alabama. The question is, how many FBS schools, out of how many, 127, 130, Zack?
Yeah.
How many of them are remaining not to have a single turnover through the first 4 weeks of the season?
0.
0 is the right answer. Alabama is the only one not to have a turnover, just like the Athens Golden Eagles.
I wish. I'd win you some games.
Which your record would be what if you hadn't had a turnover? 4-0. That's right. Good answer.
No, I'm afraid it wouldn't.
USA Today this morning, a kid named Luke Teal is 13 years old. He's built his own house. He saved money
Really?
from mowing yards and stuff like that. How big is it? Oh, there's a question already.
Tiny house.
200.
How big is that? How many square feet is that?
About
150.
350.
150.
That's 50 square feet.
15.
89 square feet. It's
Okay, I
a
got-
starter home. He built it for $1,500.
Good for
and
him.
it was offered. And he went out and spoke to a tiny home convention.
Good for him.
You know how
Was
many
he
of them I
kicked
could-
out of his house or something?
You know how many? of them
Mom,
I
I'm
could,
in
you know
the
how many
back.
of them I could put in my house?
Yeah, a bunch. We need a tiny house.
You know, I got a place on the river that if y'all want to put about 100 of them out there, it'd be a great place.
That would be great
I know,
rental
I've seen
space.
outhouses bigger than
I know.
that.
Yeah. Good for
You got a
him.
big mansion
Looks
you'd
like a
like to sell
shed.
too, don't you?
I got a house I'd like to get shed up. Yeah, I would. I'm downsizing. Maybe not this year, but soon. USA Today this morning on the front page, basically. Due to the hurricanes in Florida, what is a gallon of orange juice expected to go up?
$15.
No.
$10.
What is it right now?
$5.50.
It's like $6
$10.
something or $7 a gallon.
How much is it expected to go up?
$12.
50
$15.99.
$2.50 a gallon.
What?
Orange
just
juice
go
expected
up
to go up
to
$2.50.
Oh, just $2.50.
Unless Brazil can get a lot of oranges over here in a hurry.
And don't forget, Puerto Rico is in bad shape.
I get to you.
How big was the alligator killed by the South Carolina woman who's 4'10" a week ago and she's 37-year-old mother of 3?
How long was it?
How big was the alligator?
15 feet.
8 feet.
20 feet.
Actually, it wasn't there it is right there, but it was actually about 13 feet. But yeah, she won.
She's a little bit shorter than me.
And she cooked it. They cut up for me. It filled 2 freezers and enough to last her for a year. A year? That's a lot of gator
Alligator
meat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that
That's
is.
a lot.
Hey, what are you doing, having gator every day?
You'd have to.
I guess so.
Have to.
Gator
Wow.
stew.
Tastes like chicken.
Does it?
Yeah,
I don't know,
they
I've
say.
never had it.
Then just eat
Zack,
chicken.
right up, what is the newest pepper to break the world's hottest Guinness Book of Records?
Ghost pepper.
That is a wrong answer. It's putting the ghost pepper to shame.
Oh,
This is the new thing called Pepper X, set to break it has 3.18 million is it
Oh, man, I can handle
heat
it.
units.
Bring one up here. I'll take care of that one.
Whatever
We'll
happened
have
to
a
our
heart
pepper guys
attack.
out of Decatur?
I
The
don't
Pepper
know.
Club.
Why do you want to
Hey,
eat
they brought
something
some
that
up here
hot?
for John
I mean,
Day.
I don't understand that.
Yes.
1,000 bottles of it sold in 2 minutes.
Brad, I can handle that.
Great.
Zach's face looks like it's going to
I know you would. Bring it on.
The
If the
chemical
pepper
that-
guy's listening, if you got one, bring it.
We'll just have you
That's
set
the hottest
toilet
thing
away.
Zach will ever put in his mouth.
You probably.
Oh,
You've
Lord, I
embarrassed
hear that.
him. Stop.
Yeah, really, his face just turned red as crimson
like eating a
tide.
I ain't crying. I'm just afraid to look back up now.
If anybody's got one of them Pepper X's, hey,
Bring it.
Yeah, bring it up here. I want to
where's
see
our
you
pepper,
eat
where's
one.
our Pepper Club from
I
Decatur?
promise I will try it.
Bring
I
one
will.
up here. We'll make Zach eat it.
Now, you better have an EMT nearby.
Oh, no, you're on your own.
What's the liability? Let's discuss this first.
We'll have him sign a waiver.
I'll waive
In
mine.
New York
Oh,
City,
don't worry.
New York City.
the penthouse at the Woolworth building is up for sale. Up for sale. It is 700 feet above Manhattan. It was the world's tallest building in what year?
1965.
1885.
1913.
You saw it, didn't you?
No.
Know it all. 1913 is the right
How
answer.
about that?
It's 9,000.
It just felt right.
How much do they want for that place? It's 9,710 square feet.
A
$10
billion,
million.
$2 billion.
24 million.
110 million. Most expensive place up there. But anyway, 1913.
That's where Chuck first money went.
Yeah, that's where it went. What is the newest show on television, popular show to call it quits?
To call it quits. I ain't heard it.
It was popular?
Still is.
Still is. And they're quitting?
This is it, the last season. After 5 seasons.
Grace
Big,
Anatomy?
no, not the Big Bang Theory, because it's
Grey's
signed
Anatomy?
on for.
What is it?
You watch it every day.
Oh, I do. Is it one of those home shows?
Fixer Upper.
Oh.
It's calling it quits with Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Really?
They got too much going on to do the show. They have a
about
furniture
that?
store in Waco, Texas that draws how many people a week?
Oh, goodness.
5,000?
10,000,
2,000.
50,000,
20,000.
What'd you say, Zach?
50,000.
Let's have it. 40,000 people. Ain't that more stock than
They've got-
Stanford and Lindy went?
It is. They've got plenty of reruns.
That's a lot of people.
Wow, that's right.
A bride is in deep trouble. How do you say it? Is it Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. The bride is in trouble over there for what? On her wedding day. Could go to jail.
Oh,
Took
didn't
her
wear a
veil
veil.
off.
Could get 10 years in prison
Took her veil off.
on her wedding day.
Changed her mind.
What reason?
She spoke out.
She used to be a man.
A bad dress.
You never know these
The
days.
train on her dress was 2 miles long. They hired 250 school children during school hours to do it. That is against the law
Child
to
labor.
use kids during school hours to work.
Child labor laws.
Kidding?
Why would you have something 2 miles long? That don't
Yeah,
even make
doesn't,
sense.
Ask
doesn't
you.
look good.
Because you can.
Traditions.
You see what you learn on this program?
Yeah, this is
Now, most of
educational.
you normal folks at
never
home would
use it
never
anywhere
know
again.
these questions.
Absolutely.
Robert, look, we got 2 more. What is the newest thing from King Solomon out of Saudi Arabia?
Who's he mad at? Don't know.
Rent a jihadi?
Starting in June of next year, women will be able to drive for the first time
yeah.
and without their guardian's permission.
Oh, wow.
Good.
All
Still have
women
to wear
over
a
there
veil.
must have a guardian of some sort, a male guardian.
That's what you call progress.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right,
They get to drive.
Yeah.
last question.
Oh,
Close to us, Georgia, right over the state line here. We're scheduled to put a guy to death last night. because he murdered somebody back in the 90s. At the last moment, a stay of, there he is right there, stay of execution. But he got his last meal yesterday. What was it?
Big Mac.
No, Red Lobster.
Beans and tape.
Huh?
Steak and
They
baked
went ahead and
potatoes.
fed him, but they didn't kill him.
Steak and baked potatoes.
Lobster.
Fried bologna sandwich.
That'd be good. 3 spicy chicken breasts, roast beef sandwich with tater tots, a fish sandwich, onion rings, apple pie, and a vanilla milkshake.
Wow.
The daily calorie intake for a regular human is 2,500 for the day.
That's
What was-
25,000.
All of those
2,500
calories added up to how much?
25,000.
Not that he's got to care about being fat.
I would say about 10,000.
Yeah, 10
Actually, it was only a
12,000.
little over 3,000, about 3,200 calories.
Is that all?
Really?
I figured it'd be a lot more than that.
Goodness, I'm gonna start eating a
You
little bit.
chose the real.
We'll take a break, come right back with Coach Crow. He's on a winning streak.
Yes.
I predict he's going to win it. I can say this since Pew ain't up here today. Cody's going to whip him in East Limestone Friday night.
Whoa.
Tune in tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I ain't changing. I'm not scared of Pew. We'll take our chances with them tomorrow. Y'all hang on.
And welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Let's quickly go over that forecast. This is the time, not a lot to talk about, just beautiful temperatures, 65 degrees.
3 months.
I know. 65 degrees out there. If you love to see the stars, they're looking beautiful this morning. Get out there. But high temperatures, 89 today, 82 tomorrow, 79 come Friday. No rain really to talk about. There's your extended forecast. Not bad at all. Just enjoy. Brad?
And?
Here comes the intro
And?
for Cody.
I am the amazing Swami from worlds unknown.
Brought to you by Garner Auctions, Ken Garner.
And Coach Cody Gross up here. Cody, you know what I thought the best thing about the game was?
That we
Friday
won.
night. Yeah, you won.
Yeah,
But
that
the
was
message
awesome.
you sent me, inadvertently, I forgot about it when I said something about it. You said our old friend Keith would have said this was a barn burner.
He would have.
Yeah, he would have. I said, man, I should have said that. Yeah, barn burner. Yeah, we were there with Maddie, and we'll show some of those pictures tomorrow. I hadn't saw everybody and his brother, but when we left, I think y'all just tied it up right before halftime.
It was 10-7. We were down
10-7,
down
okay.
10-7.
I remember Maddie had to go. So what happened in the second half?
Well, we actually took the lead, and first time all year we had the lead. I was like, all right, let's see if we can play with the lead, and that didn't last long.
So y'all took the lead coming out in the third quarter.
We did. It's 14-10, and they went back up 17-14, scored again to make it 24-14. With 3 minutes left, we threw an interception,
Oh,
down 10.
Not good.
Not good. And then our defense went out and got the 3 and out. They used all 3 timeouts right then. So they probably 15 seconds or so ran off the clock. And then we took it down and scored with, I don't know, a minute and a half left to cut it to 3. And then got an onside kick, perfectly executed onside kick. And then on the 3rd and 10 from the 25, we ran a draw, and our running back took it in. So, and then we intercepted the pass. So it's 52 seconds left when we scored. So, I mean, you're talking about, I think it was within 47 seconds we scored 2 touchdowns, which it took us a couple of games to score 2 touchdowns.
What was the feeling in, 2 games, 2 touchdowns. What was the feeling in the locker room after the game?
It's about as good a feeling as I've ever been around, including national championships. I mean, it was a much-needed win. And just to see those kids who've never quit, you know, since I've been here and poured their hearts into it, to see them come out with a big, thrilling victory was very, very satisfying.
You know, I always tease you because you have shared with us that if you win, it's still just even, oh, I should have won by more, I should have been better, but you didn't have that feeling.
Not this
time.
week, no.
You were just thrilled.
Oh, yeah,
As happy as they were.
Yeah, and it was all about those kids, just that you get to see on their faces,
That's awesome.
and that's what it's about.
You got an easy one coming up Friday night at East.
Our schedule's full of those. Now, East is always tough. You know, Coach Pugh does such a good job with those guys. They're going to be physical and huge rivalry. And
It is a huge rivalry.
Athens is on the wrong end of it. I mean, East has won more games in this rivalry than Athens has.
Well, it's about to change.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, it's always a
Let's
big
hope so.
crowd. That's probably the biggest crowd of the year for both teams.
Oh, yeah. And that's what's awesome. One of many things awesome about high school football. You know, these nearby rivals, it's a big deal.
Hey, let's talk about, I read a lot of newspapers. Decatur Daily is one of my favorites, and they had a big article a couple weeks ago, actually September 14th, on you and your friend, Sam Graham. Now, is he coaching with you right now?
No, he's had to take a leave of absence.
So he's staying over on the Sand Mountain?
On the mountain, yeah.
Over there. So will he be back?
Hoping to return.
Plan is he'll be back in January. We certainly hope so. Of course, all our video, all our film is online, so he does a lot of film work for us.
So he's still working?
He is. He kind of breaks. He's a defensive guy, so he breaks down our offense and sends me like he was getting ready to play us. Kind of helps me out there, and then he'll also do some advanced breakdowns of other teams. Like we're getting ready for East.
Yeah.
He's getting ready for Decatur.
Okay.
So
2 weeks in a row here, you've been in
Paper.
full-page coverage here, because here, the athlete students gather for worship. This was last Wednesday. Y'all had that last Tuesday night.
Right.
And then
Which was awesome.
you have every Tuesday night.
Right.
And you were talking about the wings from hometown.
Hometown, great wings. I didn't realize they had them.
Already cooked?
Already cooked.
Nice.
No, they're very, very good. So go
have to try
see
them.
Steve
Go
and
see
Sharon,
Steve.
those folks at hometown.
Good, good folks. I hope they're
They
good
are
folks
awesome
anyway.
people.
Well, Cody, thanks for being a part of the program, and congratulations on that fantastic win.
Yeah.
Sorry
Thank
I
you.
didn't see the end of it, but I was there.
Well, you need to come this week and leave at halftime.
We'll be out
I
south.
don't think I'll make it. I think I'll make it back this week.
Like Alan Creasy always said, talk about being superstitious. He said it may not make a difference, but what if it does?
Yeah, that's right. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, good. Congratulations. Good luck Friday night.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
we'll
it.
take a break. Come back with Dr. White in just a second. Y'all, hang on.
And we are back. Dr. Jan White with me this morning. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Good. You always have such great topics. Did we need that?
Well, this topic is something new to me. It was introduced to me by Jamie. He asked me to cover the topic. And this is about drug diversion. So what is drug diversion? Well, that's a nice way of saying stealing narcotics from very sick people.
Oh.
Yeah. So I looked into this, I investigated, and I found this is rather widespread.
serious.
This is very serious. There are about 1.6 million Americans now on hospice care.
Goodness.
And these people have only about 6 months prognosis. So they typically go home and they are given narcotic drugs to help them stay out of pain, and live the rest of their life.
And
now,
they have it on hand.
Yes, and so because hospice is primarily in the home, there are controlled substances, lying on the counter and in the medicine chest and whatever, and they are very tempting for people who want to steal.
That's not only, you have to be careful, and if you're a family member that helps care for a loved one too, you have to count their medication and make sure even people that work and come to visit your home and to take care of your loved one, you have to make sure they're not taking these pills as well.
That's right, and that was covered in my research. So what drugs are we talking about? Well, we're primarily talking about oxycodone, hydrocodone, morphine, both liquid and pill form, and fentanyl patches. So you can understand why this is very tempting.
It is. The first thing that happened when Mom had passed away, and we immediately contact the nurse. I'm on my way, and they immediately get there. That's the first thing they do. They gather all the drugs from the house before anyone else gets there. They try to be the first one there. That way they get it, and they take the liquid morphine and they put it in the cat litter to dissolve it make sure that there's no way they can get it, and they dispose of it,
Right.
because that's a serious issue. No
Yes.
putting it down the toilet, no down the drain.
No. And see, I'm delighted to hear this because that is one of the recommendations.
Oh, good.
So who, in my research, who is stealing? And this was really a surprise. So it's family members,
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
spouses, children, aunts, uncles, so forth. It's friends and neighbors who might want to come and visit. It's often the hospice team, so nurses, caregivers, even the clergy.
Wow.
Yes, and so the list goes on and on. And if you think about, who might come in and out, well, housekeeper, whoever has access
To the home.
to the home is a likely person who could steal.
The opiate epidemic in the whole United States is just overwhelming and
it
out of
is.
control. Not too long ago, we heard about that killing in Huntsville around 5 Points.
Right.
It was just for $100 worth of medication.
I know it.
That she lost her life.
Yeah.
And, it's just a sad, sad situation.
I know, it is.
What is the solution?
Well, there really is no firm solution that I found in my research, but there are some recommendations. So first of all, they, as you already stated, keep track of the drugs, keep them locked up. If they're locked up, and one article even recommended something called a Sentry Safe, buy a little safe at Lowe's or Home Depot for around $50, keep it logged up, and then keep a log.
Right. And, maybe take out a day's worth of medication and keep that out.
Right.
And then that way, when you go to refill it, if anything's missing, you can tell
There you
immediately.
go. Yep, that's a good strategy.
You'll know who was in the home that day and
Right.
everything, as long as you make sure they're not overdosing and taking additional medication.
Right. So the second strategy for accountability is installing cameras. Now,
That's a good one.
That is a good idea, especially if you have your suspicions and you want to know, okay, you found that there's drugs missing. Okay, who is it?
I recommend that anyway.
That is evidence
Yeah.
because ideally you would want to contact the police, and so then you know and you have concrete evidence because this is a very serious offense.
As inexpensive as those home cameras are now, you can always have one up, and then
Right.
even if it's just to make sure your loved one's being cared for properly.
Exactly.
Because that's a big thing too, abusing elderly
Right.
or just people that can't take care of themselves.
Right. So the bottom line is it doesn't always just apply to hospice care, but if there are controlled drugs in the home, narcotics, do something for accountability, either with the cameras or with the safe, and keep a log.
We had an absolutely wonderful experience with Hospice of Limestone County.
I did too,
here.
with my
So I
mother
was
in
very
Nashville.
pleased.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
One thing I do want to say, since we're on this topic, and I never really thought about, and I wish I had entertained the idea a lot sooner, is if you have a loved one that, maybe on the verge of using hospice care, don't put that off, because not always is it's a death sentence. You only have X amount of months to live, because had they come in, instead of me being the caretaker for my mother, I could have spent more quality time with her rather than doing
Right.
all the caretaking, because they come
Yes.
in and they help with the baths, they help with the,
Right.
just sitting there and talking to him, doing the nurse care, things like that. And that was,
Right.
I could have had a lot more time with her.
Right.
That would have been valuable time.
Right, and people go in and out of hospice care because
Yes.
often when they get hospice care, their
can get better.
Their health status improves. So that's a really good point.
That's good. All right,
Yeah.
thank you, Jan. That was
Okay,
very
you're
interesting.
welcome.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. David Turner's here with us. We're going to talk with him in just a moment and find out everything that's going on and how you can save money. You won't want to miss that. We'll be right back. Go get a water.
If you can't come see
Go get a water.
him, he'll come see you. The man's up here right now. He came to see us without us going to see him. David Turner, Country Financial, the #1 agent in the world.
That's right. Saving folks
Hey.
What's
money
your next
everywhere.
big trip you're winning? Thanks to me.
Oh, not because you work hard.
No, this is agent only thing. We're going down to Orange Beach Sunday. We'll be back Wednesday.
Fun
Joe will be
times.
going
So,
with me.
what's the #1 seller right now for insurance?
Not really just one product. It's a little bit of everything. I mean,
Homeowners,
yeah,
automobiles.
You got homeowners, auto, commercial, life, financials. Just a little bit of
Now,
everything.
when you say financial, are you working as you're not a broker?
No, I have a security license. I mean, I have a Series
You have a
6 and 63. I have a securities license that we have to sell our all of our financial products. So, like, if you've got an old 401k, you want to roll it over. If you've got, we work with companies. I mean, we even can roll the whole company over. So, we'll have people fly down from the home office, can go over everything with you. And so, I mean, we've got all kinds of different things. I mean, like, if somebody just wants to start saving for retirement, we got products that they can just start, putting in so much. Yeah, a minimum. Yeah.
You can start
yeah,
at
it's
any
not too
age.
late. I mean, the steps are a little steeper.
I just I thought you were going to say I just had to work till 94.
Well, I had to work till 84, but
Okay, good.
Yeah, but it's still achievable. Yeah, I mean, the longer you wait, of course, the stairs get a little. You want it to kind of go like this instead of like this.
Even if you're young,
Unfortunately, I'm beyond that. I just got to go like this. I got to take one big giant leap.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's possible too.
Am I the only one that's ever had to do that?
No.
Usually, I mean, say a 30-year-old, if they were just to put several
Yeah, I mean, you can put, start at something.
$100
Yeah, start at $25,
$50,
$50, $100. Yeah, and we can show you different plans, but that's the main thing. It's just starting to do something. I mean, if you can't, it's putting it into your budget to where you're saving so much. It doesn't matter if it's 25 or 50. Just whatever you can, we'll tailor something to fit your budget. But you need to start. That's the main thing, is starting. Whether it's a financial program or make sure you got life insurance. This is a life insurance awareness month in September. So a lot of people don't. They only think life insurance is good if it's only if you die. It does have living benefits. So we've got all kinds of different products. You just have to pick the one that fits your needs and
lifestyle.
Yeah, and what you can afford too. I mean a lot of people want permanent, but they can't afford it right now. But go ahead and get it, and then you can convert later.
And get it before you get unhealthy.
Well, yeah. I mean, one bad thing about it: life insurance, disability, long-term care. These are products that you cannot get when you need it. Yeah. Okay, you have to get it before you need it, because if you need it, you can't get it. So that's
Look like you've been losing weight.
I have, thanks to Miss Gloria here. She put me and my wife on isogenics, and we lost about 10 pounds in 30 days. If I'd have followed it to the letter, I probably would have lost more. But
that was
a couple of Saturdays, I had to cheat a little bit.
So you're a happy camper.
I'm always happy.
Always happy.
I'm just happy to be here.
Anything else we need to know about country finance?
For real, me too.
You just come see us. We appreciate all the people that have seen us, and all of my clients, appreciate their business.
Anybody watching you on TV?
We do have more people watching than I thought. When I first started, I didn't know how many people watched this show.
And now?
And apparently there's a lot of people that watch this show, because we're getting a lot of phone calls from it.
And it's a free phone call. I mean, all you do is call him, and if he can't, he'll show you what he can do, and if it saves you money, awesome. If it doesn't, he'll flat out tell you.
Right.
I got a few minutes here to kill, so instead of talking about me, I'm going to go to a song some of y'all haven't heard yet. I found it on YouTube. It's probably a lot of people know it by, what's that guy's name, Ed Wheeler? Y'all ever heard of him? I miss my ding-a-ling. We'll see y'all right
I don't know that one.
Here
Great.
it is. Y'all hang on.
I want to dedicate this first song to Willie Nelson. Ready, Jay? I've reached the age they call senior citizen. I say, I'm not that old, but who am I kidding? Oh, I can still go bowling, play tennis, golf, and ping pong. But I can't rock and I can't roll, 'cause I outlive my ding-dong. I've started wearing black underwear to show my good old pal how much I care. But when there's been death in the pants, all you can do is say goodbye, romance. It's worse than going blind or losing your hair. So long, Mr. Ding Dong, my old friend. I've got a lonesome feeling you won't come back again. We've had some good times, me and you, but since you met your Waterloo, all I can do is put you in a song and tell the world I've outlived my ding dong. My honey loves me, but I feel like weeping when she says, baby, beds are for more than sleeping. So I took a pill and tried to rock. 4 hours later said, hey doc, there's just no more wild oats fit for reaping. So long, Mr. Ding Dong, my old friend. I've got that lonesome feeling you won't come back again. We've had some good times, me and you, but since you met your Waterloo, all I can do is put you in a song and tell the world I've outlived my ding dong.